Annyeonghaseyo, and Namaste. I hope you're doing well, because I am. And today, I'm going to be doing some visual triggers and some sounds. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy. I also have an unopened deck of cards, so we will open it soon enough. If you can stay awake for that long, that is. Actually, I have another project that I can show you. I was dabbling in some clothing. This is the first piece. It's just a back. The back. And it's kind of all over the place, but you know, it's the first piece, so I just gotta experiment, and maybe once I'm done, I'll make a video on that. The markers, I got like fabric markers, and they don't work too well on fabric, even though they're literally named fabric marker. she was trying to do pull-ups, but she was too short to reach them. And I was doing some rows, and I got done, and she was trying to, because she wanted to do pull-ups, she saw that there's like the pull down, like the tower, and cable pull down, and I was seeing her struggle with like pull-ups because she was too short, and I offered her some help, and then we got talking. She asked me if I was a personal trainer, and I was like, no, but I mean, I could be, perhaps. And she told me she had shoulder pain, and I showed her how to do the pull downs, and yeah, that was a good conversation. We talked about my heritage, and it was pretty wholesome. Pretty wholesome. And she told me she had been to Turkey, so we talked a little bit about that. And yeah, it was quite pleasant. So I hope she's doing well. I mean, hopefully I'll still be hitting the gym once I'm her age. I don't know, I think she's definitely over 60. And, you know, I don't mean that in a derogatory way or anything, but she looked pretty fit for her age, so thumbs up. Inspirational, definitely. Shh. Yeah, she actually told me she had a pen pal, or she used to have a pen pal when she was in elementary school, and I was like, you know how long it's been since I've even heard the term pen pal, because it's like completely gone extinct with the modern day. Because like who has a pen pal? I mean, I used to, but the majority of people like just send them a text and write an email, right? They don't really care about letters, but you know, there's something a lot more personal about receiving a letter and not being able to have like the luxury of being able to text somebody at any given minute, because it's like whatever you want to tell them, you have to put it in that letter, and then it'll take a couple of weeks till it gets to them, and then you don't know what their response is going to be until they send you a letter back. So there's something special about that, I feel like. And I feel like it's a lot more like intimate, or not necessarily intimate, like it doesn't have to be, but there's like a deeper connection rather than just texting somebody or sending them an email. because usually I really try and avoid people, but I feel like with the older people, it's like it kind of the tension isn't really there. I feel like because they're old, they have the experience, and like they're not really as moved, or most of the time they have a lot more of a sense of humor than younger people, and that's what I really appreciate about them. But I feel like that's only the case like anywhere except for Germany, really, because like in Germany the older people, for some reason, they can have a great sense of humor, but like the average older German person, without stepping on anybody's shoes or anything, and if you're an older German person, then you're probably not in that category. If you're watching this, at least, I don't know. But you can most of the time tell them a joke or something, and they'll respond with something. At least from my experience. Maybe you have a completely different experience, and every older person that you've interacted with, they've just been really not full of humor or whatever. But yeah, I was just thinking about that whole situation and how it would have been if I was maybe like in a different country. Like it could have been a lot different, and she could have not been open to receiving help, and then we wouldn't have had that conversation, and that human interaction wouldn't have been as impactful as it had been, because there's something that we both kind of had in common, and there's an interaction. But that's really the reason why I try to avoid interactions, because I feel like nowadays it's kind of awkward. I mean, I'm awkward to begin with, but if I just go up to somebody and like I just really don't want to force anything, and sometimes I'm not forcing something, but then the other person might feel that way, that something is forced. And I'm really trying to avoid that, because whenever something feels forced, then it's just like uncomfortable and awkward, and I feel like that's the last thing somebody would want to go through, especially if they're occupied with something. And I don't really care about them not wanting to have an uncomfortable experience, but having that connected to me, to say is, because I have difficulty interacting socially, sometimes it just feels natural, but because of that fact, I try to avoid interacting with other people because I know how it can feel to be put in a situation that you're really just not trying to be in, and you're just trying to mind your own business. But on the other hand, if you do have something positive, like a positive interaction, or something wholesome, then it's always worth it, and you just don't feel so alone. Because I go to the gym, and there's so many people, but I don't talk to anyone. I just do my thing and come back home. At most, I'll speak to whoever's sitting in the front and making sure that people scan their code or whatever, and they'll be like, yeah, how's it going? And I'll be like, I'm good. What about you? And they're like, I'm good. Alright, see you later. And that's the most interaction that I'll go through, because I really can't be bothered, really. Anyway, shall we open this card pack? Let's see. Let's see what we're working with here. Ooh, okay. I already like the Joker design. One black and white, one colored and red. That is the Joker. Oh, the symbols are so small. Ace of diamonds. Okay. Ooh, look at the face card. It's so minimalistic. Jack of diamonds. Queen of diamonds. King of diamonds. Ace of clubs. Let's see. Oh, they all have different patterns. So this one has dots. This one has lines and some kind of symbol. I don't know what that's supposed to be. And let's see. Ace of spades. You see, usually they'll have a special design for the Ace of spades, but not with this one. So it's definitely gonna get a point deducted. Let's see. I do like the card back, but I'd say overall, this is I'll give it a 6.5. It would have been 7.5, or it would have been a humble 7 if they did have an Ace of Spades artwork, but they don't, so yeah. In case you want to see more card deck videos, I do have a video where I go through like 6 of my decks. I don't remember if I rated them or not, but they're all pretty nice, so I would definitely recommend you watch them. It should be my playing cards collection, the name of the video. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, let me know in the comments. If you would like to see more, then click this video right here. Other than that, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you very soon, okay? Love you. Bye-bye.